friends and family, this is SP News Nugget. I have one more thing that we can talk about tonight. That's going to be at 8 p.m. Central Time. I hope you guys show your face in the place. We're going to talk about this response from the governor down there in Alabama. Her name is Kay Ivey. They call her Killer Kay Ivey because she pulled the plug for Nathaniel Woods. Remember, you guys? She let the execution go for Nathaniel Woods. But I'm going to share with you what she said in her response to trying to correct the economy for down there in Alabama. Here we go.
Vehicle, and so we all know that you can replace a building, but you can't restore your loved ones. So we are grateful that no lives were lost in our state on Sunday. Our thoughts and prayers continue to be with our neighbors to the east and west, and they certainly had a lot more deaths than we did, and property damage as well. And I'm offering to Governors Reeves, Kemp, and Edwards our condolences in this time of loss in their states, and also our offer to provide any resources that they would find useful. That's what neighbors do. Neighbors help neighbors. But turning our attention back to the COVID-19 pandemic, I want to give you a more in-depth update on the progress that we are making with our current stay-at-home order, which runs through April 30th. And while I'm personally grateful that so many people appear to be staying at home and taking the order to heart, all indicators suggest that it is working. And I cannot overemphasize enough the importance. In fact, it is imperative that we keep doing what we are doing. Now is not the time to let our guard down and pretend that things are back to normal. While some of the modeling suggests that our efforts have been paying dividends, many around the state are beginning to ask what are our plans about reopening the economy. And that's the same question that other governors are getting, and that President Trump is getting, and world leaders are being asked as well. So in these few minutes, allow me to give the people of Alabama an update on our plans to open our economy back, along with a timeline in hopes that all things being equal, we can stick to this roadmap. And in all honesty, y'all, we've been working on such a plan for several weeks. As many of you know, I recently asked Lieutenant Governor Ainsworth to get the Small Business Commission, which he chairs, to begin looking for ways where we can restart the economic engine of our state, especially our smaller businesses. And as everyone knows, this is not a simple process, just like flipping on a light switch. But the Lieutenant Governor and this commission have been working to bring forward a set of recommendations that I trust will be valuable and helpful, and I hope to receive their input by this coming Friday. Over the weekend, my office contacted each of the 7 members of our congressional delegation to ask that they look at this challenge on a district-by-district basis by setting up their own individual working groups in their respective districts. And y'all, I was pleased, so pleased, that all 7 immediately jumped on board to be helpful. As I've said before, Grove Hill is not Gadsden, and Decatur is not the same as Dothan. It's especially true that our economy, that there's many differences, economic differences in our state as there are geographic and regional differences. Our House delegation will have their report back to me on or before April 22nd. As y'all would expect, I'm getting a lot of advice, and I'll admit it's a lot of free advice on what we could do, should do, or must do to get our economy going again. But my staff and I are taking every suggestion serious, and we're looking at it, and we've had some good ones come in already. But I intend to take all of these suggestions and recommendations and ask 6 members of my coronavirus task force to help my administration begin to vet all of these good ideas. These 6 individuals will serve on an executive committee, and they will work to put together a thoughtful, well-planned timeline for us to open up the economy. And keep in mind, though, that these recommendations will have to be carefully integrated into the advice that we're receiving from Dr. Harris and our medical team of experts from throughout the state. On or before April the 28th, Dr. Harris and I will review these recommendations so that we can provide an updated plan of action before the current stay-at-home order expires on April 30th. And going forward, we'll hopefully be able to give regular updates on what segments of the economy might be in a position to open, including when and how, while also allowing our businesses, both large and small, ample time to plan for a safe, responsible reopening. This will be a roadmap that will help Alabama begin our road to recovery. As governor, I have the responsibility to look after both the health of our people as well as our economic health. On a conference call yesterday with my Secretary of Labor, I was reminded that we have had more than 264,000 people file for unemployment here in Alabama in just the last 4 weeks. That's in stark contrast to the number of unemployment that was filed a year ago for 12 months of 130,000. We can take both the economic health and well-being of our state seriously, just as we can look after the safety and well-being of our people. We can do both of these things at the same time, and y'all, that's what Together Alabama is all about. That's our task at hand, and I'm confident that we can handle both of these tasks at the same time.
Hey there, listeners. Are you looking for authentic design from brands like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Coach, Gucci, Michael Kors, and so much more at a price that you can actually afford? Well, let me introduce you to Nora's Authentic Designer handbags, shoes, and accessories, where we have designs to meet all of your needs. All items are 100% authentic, brand new, and being sold at prices you don't want to miss out on. Find us on Tradesy.com, at Nora's 915, or email us at norasauthenticdesign@gmail.com.